poker face to like give her the.
Give her this ticket.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
We go get Chad.
Or you guys go. You exit the scene.
We
Actually,
scene.
we're gonna go around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let him go get Chad, or Vanessa.
No,
Vivian.
Chad is my stigmatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted him from my apartment.
I understand.
Yes.
Okay.
I understand what you're
How's-
asking for.
You said Chad or Vanessa. And I'm
No, he's trying
no.
to say he is saying he is staying.
Uh-huh.
I am continuing on.
Okay.
He just kept saying my name
I
right.
go around the corner.
I see.
I'm.
Roll
listen-
dex plus stealth.
Yeah.
You're
He
at
is-
a minus
he is
3
sneaky.
because there's very
I am
few
one.
features.
Okay.
You're
Um,
not stealthing against her.
Okay, but when I get around the corner, is there anybody there or any cameras?
That's what you're stealthing against.
Okay.
The short answer is yes, you're trying to stealth in a narrow hallway from the cameras that are there, so
3.
yeah. You can find a spot where you can do whatever you're gonna do.
I switch into my broken mask cover.
Okay.
And I go back around the corner and I'm watching them with second sight and listening to them.
So you have questions?
I do have questions, specifically about the fact that you have purchased Amber Hill, and she watches them leave.
I will continue to talk as though he's walking.
Good answer.
Okay.
Specifically about the purchase of Amber Hill and your motivations for doing so, and you're a very difficult woman to get a hold of.
I try to be.
Good. Was served when you're famous. Yes, I do work for Harper Science Conservatory, but no, my name is not Allison, and no, I'm not doing an expose.
Well, it would have been awkward to introduce yourself with an ID than a name that wasn't what you were saying it was. Or
I'm
a less
surprised.
awkward way to say that sentence.
Your Detective Matheson is a very skilled, is a very willful individual.
Not still detective.
No, he was Detective Mathers.
Oh, I thought you burned that cover.
No,
I
that
don't-
cover was not burned.
I'm the
Oh.
only one who has this.
I have 3 covers.
Okay.
Detective Mathers is a very willful individual. I will have to extend my regards.
So what do I think she might be? Am I thinking she's a mage?
I was like, I mean, really?
It's kinda
obvious.
It's kind of obvious she's the mage because she handed Detective Mathers. When I held the badge up, did she see?
Nobody rolled for it, so they saw IDs.
Yeah, so when he held it up, you saw ID.
I trusted your judgment.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
not to be punitive. If you guys would like to make a retroactive roll to determine whether or not you saw the ID, you're more than welcome to. I think dramatically it's more appropriate to the fact that you saw the ID. Except Detective Mathers is telling you it isn't an ID.
I accept his judgment.
I accept his judgment too.
As a matter of like, oh, my senses are telling me this one thing, but my roommate, who has skill with the occult, is telling me this other thing. Which one do you want to believe?
I'm going to say that I didn't actually examine it that closely because if I'm doing this,
Yeah.
and it's like, this isn't an ID, how well can you see what I'm doing?
Well, you can see it. Well, you saw it well enough that you saw like stereotypical picture and like you
Yeah,
saw
I'd
that
be
there
able
was
to make
like
out a
writing
picture,
on
that's
it,
good, that's
but
good.
you didn't see details.
Mhm.
Okay.
Whereas Detective Mathers says this is blank.
No.
Okay.
I really should not eat this whole thing.
No, you should not. You should put it down now.
You should give it to me. I'll keep it safe from you.
Keep it safe for you.
It will never tempt you again. Rude.
You'll never have to worry about that again.
I am here to talk to you about Ember Hill. Just not in the manner that you expected.
You'd
My...
be surprised by what I expect.
Touche. My company and I have had our eyes on that asset for quite some time. We are sad to see it entered into some unexpected hands. shall we say, but perhaps we can be of assistance to one another.
I'm listening.
Cities has needs, lots of needs that would be well served for the power plant. We have individuals who are too busy talking up their own doom and gloom to understand these basic tenets of supply and demand. We want your help.
Well, darling, I am generally on the side of pro-power plant, as it does serve my needs for creating a more metropolitan area for my particular industry. So we can have mutually beneficial relationship. As a businesswoman, I do love looking at deals.
Business is not my strong suit. But I did bring a token of good faith.
You thought that was
I
fun?
love you.
I love deals.
It was
I'll
good.
just sit and pout.
That's all bulbous.
Business is not my strong suit. I have brought a token of good faith. On the understanding that in giving this to you, I expect I will be able to call upon your assistance in matters to come.
What are the parameters of the assistance?
Nothing outside of what you already do. An appearance here, an appearance there, an interview with a specific answer given, a snub against someone in public. The normal.
That sounds reasonable enough. As one of my roommates really wants that power plant, I'm gonna help my get her power plant.
Yay!
I'm gonna get the
-8.
Okay.
chance die.
Of course not.
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Plus, we'll probably spend a willpower.
And then luck suck.
Yep. That's the thing.
Well, I managed to roll at least 2 successes, except for that one time. So you must be sucking up somebody else's luck. I hope you realize that someone has not won the lottery because of you tonight.
That is
It is
perfectly
entirely your fault,
acceptable.
sir.
Yeah.
You can direct your angry emails to that guy.
Yep.
So I have 2 successes on mind reading.
How many dice?
On 3.
I'll be able to tell a lot about her by whatever.
So I can hear her surface thoughts. And I get 4 questions from Orisight.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a supernatural, and if so, is she a kind that I have identified?
She is a supernatural. She's a mage.
Mage. Crap. Can I see the book so I can see?
Oh, yeah, for your question.
Yeah. Can you please go towards
It's out of your stuff.
To clarify,
200?
the consulate forbade us from making deals, like
Very
soul
nice.
pack deals with
That was
mages, right?
Well, I knew you
Other
were looking at
than-
your
Yeah,
demonic
specifically
form, but I found it.
contracts. Written contracts don't do it. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, but we've already interacted with the mages quite a bit. So this kind of thing is not gonna get.
Yeah. Quid pro quo is certainly still on the table.
Yeah.
What is she afraid of right now?
It's a very difficult question. Oh! You get an image. It's a bird. Like a heraldic bird. Like it's not. It's a bird that you find in heraldry. It's not like she's thinking of an image of a bird. You'll be able to reproduce it later, but it's a
Yeah,
bird.
we can look it up later.
Is it rampart?
Yes, actually. No.
Is
It's
this
when you're looking at it straight on. The
is,
wings outspread. There's a specific word for birds with wings outspread. Because rampart is the legs.
is this person
That's
being
pretty much the
controlled
only
by
word
someone
I know,
else?
so that's why I was like,
No.
is it this thing that I know what it is?
Yeah, I was like, no.
Damn.
But there's a specific term for. It's probably French for outstretched.
Probably.
Most of the heraldic terms are French.
They did it first.
Lies!
Oh,
I mean,
so
did it
knowing
first.
Vivian and that Vivian reads people's aspirations, I would like to get another aspiration so that I can share it with Vivian later.
It's super distracting, actually.
sorry. If you hit the button on the right one more time, you can turn it off. There we go.
What is that?
It's an oil diffuser.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It also creates more humidity.
Also, what was her name? Because I heard her
Yeah.
when she told Nikki Swift her actual name.
No, she just said that she wasn't
She didn't
someone.
say her
She
name.
didn't say
She
her
hasn't
name.
said her name yet.
Oh, what was the name she gave?
Allison. What is her aspiration?
No, what's her greatest fear right now?
No, it's moved on to that.
No, I already got the afraid.
Oh, that's right. It's a,
That was the bird.
So proud of my team right now.
Get the power plant built.
so the mages are now interested in having
Well,
a
remember,
power plant?
there's two faction. We know at least two faction of mages. One of them is building the power plant, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
There,
From-
opinions in from what you know of the mages, and opinions in what you, are just as divided in opinions of what you know of the humans. Some people want it, some people don't.
As a question,
Mhm.
conversation that Nikki very probably would have finished, but we got axed because Swade interrupted the conversation I was having with Corbin, and then our cameras ran out, so we never went back to that conversation.
I'm sorry.
So, I would have expressed an interest in seeing it because it benefited me personally,
Mhm.
but I certainly didn't want to see harm come to a citizen, blah blah blah, political hedging. Like, I'm not going to lie and say that I wouldn't personally benefit from it, but I obviously want what's best for a citizen, kind of
Mhm.
answer. What would I have gotten it from him in response of whether or not he is pro or anti-power plant?
You can with plus empathy. I would have made it a dice roll down as well, so I'll make the dice roll now.
Okay.
We have the question.
What's her current surface thoughts? Because I am in reading her mind.
It's a jumble of things.
I'm going to make it.
I don't like being this short. This shirt doesn't fit right. Or maybe it fits perfectly. It's been a while since I was this size. It doesn't feel like it fits right. It feels weird.
So she feels short, doesn't like being short. She's having thoughts that make it sound like she can shapeshift.
Ooh. Corvin is casually ambivalent. And not in like a politically hedging sort of way, but in a,
Personally, he doesn't care.
no,
Oh.
no, in a, it'll all work itself out in the end sort of way.
Like, yeah, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. What needs to be won't be.
That kind of way?
Yeah,
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
yeah. At that point in time, FYI.
At that point in time? Okay.
He's recently mentioned something in a public forum.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because Nancy forwards you all of the relevant bits about everyone who's ever known. He recently mentioned something in a public forum that gave me the impression that Corbin was against the solar plant. It was, it's equal parts either the media is blowing up something completely out of context,
I
or
don't
he's
know anything about that.
genuinely about it. Yeah, or he's genuinely against it.
Or he's since changed his mind since last I spoke to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which is a thing people do sometimes.
It is.
Especially if they decide that their raised rivals are super interested in having something happen.
Are there any spirits following her?
Nope.
Alright. So, I said, well, that sounds doable.
Excellent. Do you have your phone with you? Give her a burner phone. And she opens up an app on her phone. We're doing this.
Bump.
There you go, you should have the files on your phone for your user.
I have a great deal of horse porn now. Is this what you meant to say to me?
It's hidden in the force form, you'll have to figure it out. Insurances, darling.
It's like a slightly better version of National Treasure.
With horse porn?
Well, it's horse porn, but no Nicolas Cage.
Ah!
There we go.
That does improve it.
Alright, so I just like silly joke.
It's a folder that she passes over. If you open it up, there's image files and then some text documents. Or Word documents.
Okay. So she's giving me information in return for
Your assistance at some point in the future.
Yeah.
An undisclosed public opinion.
Well, it's not an undisclosed public opinion. Your public opinion is pro-power plant at an undisclosed time and place.
No.
No?
She has negotiated for an undisclosed public opinion.
Meaning she'll tell you when she wants you to say yay or nay.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Am I reading that right?
Or snub someone in public.
Yeah.
Or-
She had a
Yeah.
speech with a specific cadence, like she smacked occult matrices and you should burn her. Like set her on fire right now. DC wants to.
I'll sit her on fire.
It's like, really? Because it seems like you're the one talking right now. I'm a little confused on how this works.
Totally
to
not
be
there.
fair, if he's suggesting that Nisi wants to set something on fire, he is correct.
No, I know. Wow, Nisi, your voice changed.
You're welcome.
Yay! Squeak, 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 squeak. Sorry, love you guys. If you need me, you can find me at the conservatory. Just show up. We'll know what you need.
What is
Yeah.
her thoughts at that moment?
She literally has this moment of like, just oh no, I can just tell the secretary if Nikki shows up to calm me down.
Did she have an image of the secretary? Or a name associated with it in her thoughts?
She has an image.
Okay.
Is there something I can call you darling?
Allison will do fine.
Sorry?
Allison will do fine, unless otherwise relevant at the time. I'll make sure to let you know.
And Allison was a fake name that she had before? My memory isn't to today. It's absolutely shitty.
It is. Yes. That is the fake name she gave before.
Yeah.
Toodles.
I will
She walks back towards the garage.
Okay.
I will follow her until she shapeshifts.
She gets in her car and drives off.
I follow back in the car. I want to see where she's going.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm going to start heading back up towards my penthouse, expecting to meet Chad on the way.
Nope, you take one elevator up, he takes one elevator down.
There's only one elevator that goes to the penthouse.
Oh, damn.
Bingo.
You're waiting for the elevator, it opens, he's there.
Pretty much, that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, like, for the sake of expediency, it's you managed to get up there, you told...
Well, they have a conversation. Imagine I get there and tell
Yeah.
Chad
Yeah.
to get down there.
Exactly, and...
Yeah, and then I imagine once you send him down that you're on your way to the consulate.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'll meet you back at your
Yeah.
unless I get some text that tells me different.
I'm going to point out that you have not stated that you're stealthing, or rolled to be stealthy.
So
you
I thought I still had the 3.
No, that was for the cameras in
Oh,
the hallway, so
I
that
will-
when you changed covers, it didn't show up on tape.
Okay. I will be being stealthy and in a way that I'm like working on blending in. I'm being like, I'm acting like a normal spirit.
In her car.
Is her car warded?
I'm just saying, there aren't spirits in her car. There are not usually spirits inside of cars,
No Mercedes-Benz spirits?
because the entire car is a spirit.
Uh,
So if you show up in her car, there's a degree of disconnect between real understandings and spiritual behavior.
Not really, because I'm a spirit of
Broken oaths?
broken promises. And she just gave her word. And I'm drawn to her because I feel as though her word will be broken.